raised her hand. The jury awarded a little over $50 million, the second largest verdict of its kind. Are large awards the trend in alleged sexual harassment cases? Here was the trap. Something I said could be cut into a soundbite that made me sound greedy. Not alleged, proven. I was shouting, ostensibly to be heard over the truck's clamor, but in truth, infuriated by the word alleged. Juries decided what the truth was. Our case was proven. We, meaning the judge, opposing counsel, and I, carefully selected a jury that was committed to fairness to both sides. The jurors worked diligently, and we have complete faith in their verdict. With that, I hiked my briefcase onto my shoulder and pushed my way through the reporters. Yolanda Martinez, my secretary, paralegal, office mom, was waiting for me on the sidewalk, a red patent leather tote hanging in the crook of her arm. We headed across the street to the parking lot where I had left my BMW. When I saw the yellow fender peeking out from behind a sedan, I pushed the remote start button. She rumbled to life. "That's my girl," I said, patting my Beamer on the hood. In the privacy of the coupe, we pulled out our cell phones. A text popped up from my soon-to-be ex-husband. "Answer your goddamn calls." I deleted the message and tossed the phone back into my briefcase. "Have you heard from Jake?" Yolanda asked. I spiked her a look. "He's a good man, and you deserve to be happy. That's all I'm saying." I jammed Sonny into gear and pulled out onto the street. "You won, girlfriend." The case had dragged on for 2.5 years. Reams of motions, countless hearings. At trial, psychologists explained how a child's mind works, that Tony was not capable of consent, and that his delicate mental state was not pre-existing or faked. It was real, caused by repeated rapes. Today's verdict was the largest, the most significant case anyone in my family had litigated, earning my place in the Gould mythology alongside my venerated grandfather, the Supreme Court Justice, and my father, the senior partner in the most respected law firm in the state. I reached for the pearl necklace I always wore to court for luck, checking that it was still there. It had belonged to my maternal great-grandmother, Elizabeth Shaughnessy. "You're as smart as any of them, and smarter than most," Granny Shaughnessy used to say. She would have been proud of me. The Goulds? Not so much. To them, I was damaged goods, just like Tony Paredes. Yolanda took a hard look at me. "So, how are you?" Before I could answer, a Gene Krupa drum solo erupted from the cell phone in her hand. A man's voice rumbled from the other side, that of my investigator, Eli Conroy. "It's for you," she said. "Put it on speaker." Eli shouted over my engine roar. "Chief, when are you coming back to the office? We have a situation." "Tony?" My throat tightened. He had seemed stronger in the past few weeks, but he was still a fragile young man. "Nah, I dropped him off at his place. Hold on." He spoke to someone, assuring that he would be back in a moment. A door closed. "New client. Found her standing in the hallway outside the office when I got back. Been waiting a couple hours. Has a suitcase. Looks like she's been crying." "What's her story?" "Won't tell me. She'll only talk to you. Says Mickey Wong sent her. Says you're the only one who can help." Chapter 2. Eli was on the couch, fishing magazine in hand. Beyond the glass wall, a young black woman with braids arranged in a chignon was sitting at the conference table. Yolanda stashed her purse in her desk while I stopped in front of Eli. He dropped the magazine on the side table, stood, and snapped the crease of his pressed jeans. "Josephine Navarre. She's pretty upset. Her boss fired her this morning. They were staying at the Mark Hopkins on a business trip. Security escort."